Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about a book I just finished reading called The Almond Tree. This is by Michelle Korizaki, and it was written in 2012. It's a new published book. This is her first novel, and it's got 348 pages. This book is really good. Gave it a B. Because the ending wasn't as excellent. But takes place in different years. It starts with 1955, and it ends with 2009. And there's 4 parts in it, so it kind of divides different years for different parts. And this tells a story about Ishmael Hamid, who lives in this house in a sectioned off area for the Arabs. Now, one day, this soldier comes and asks him to hide weapons in his backyard. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna hide weapons," and so the soldier then hides the weapons in his backyard, and his dad gets in trouble for it. So then, after that, his dad becomes arrested, his house becomes destroyed, and his family kind of has to survive on their own. One day, while studying with his teacher, Muhammad notices that there is a competition, and the competition is about math, and you have to, do mathematical equations and stuff. And Ishmael wins the competition, and he gets to attend Harvard, not Harvard, he gets to attend Hebrew University. And this book is so compelling. It talks about religion, and it also talks, it's not just about religion, but it's about religion, dealing with family, having differences. It does have a lot of people from the Israelis and the Iraqs and their clash and bad things that happen to both of them, but it also has Ishmael learns to broaden his horizon on these different cultures and where they came from and what their views are. And it's just a really touching story. It's also really interesting is the love life. Ishmael, in the beginning, marries a Jewish woman named Nora. And Nora and them have a really close, tight relationship. Nora's independent. She wants to do stuff. She really wants to save people that are in need. She's a rich Jewish. So she's totally the opposite of Ishmael, who grew up poor and not able to have that much freedom to do what he wanted. And so, yeah. Then he goes on and marries someone else that has arranged marriage. And it does talk about that and his thoughts on that he didn't really like the woman in the beginning, but then he grew to love her, and I really like that. So I did rate this a B, and this is a really, really good book. It's also really well written, where you could kind of see where, like, the locations are, so you can kind of, like, see that in your head. There's also a lot of, like this one right here. Ambus, Yasmin, Kadal, and I got into Ambus's dilapidated little blue car with a yellow door. Yasmin and Callan sat in the back seat. I didn't think it would run, but Ambus made it start. 2 toddlers were playing in the mud and rumble. A woman emerged from a makeshift tent next to a collapsed house and waved for them to come inside. Also, I forgot to mention also, this also has two brothers in the story. We have Ambus, and Ambus is very different. He kind of moves away from the family because he doesn't agree with Ishmael and his choices on marrying a Jewish woman, so he decides to go out and venture, and he um, ends up in Gaza, and it's just a really, really touching with them because of how their relationship struggles, and then it kind of gets fixed or reunited, and it's just a really, really good book. So I do suggest you check this out at your local library or your local bookstore. And it's fiction, and it's kind of historical too. It has a lot of Middle Eastern information and history, and I really like that. So give this a go. Also, the title is very prevalent, or what is it? Very relevant to the book. The almond tree is definitely there is a almond tree in the book throughout the book, and it's basically how it survived. I'm going to read you a little expert on that at the end. What was it called? Okay, I went outside and sat on the bench next to the almond tree. It was a miracle, really, that the tree stood still. I remembered finding shelter in its branches when I was 12 years old, a boy full of dreams, completely innocent of what was to come. I thought of Nora, my beautiful wife, my Jewish angel with golden hair, and how I kissed her beneath these branches, where she was now buried. And through the kitchen windows, I could see my sons, Maham and Amar, their wives, and my grandchildren sitting at the table with my parents, Yasmin, Fadi, Nadia, and Handy. I could hear the deep voices of my sons, the soft laughter of Yasmin, who, as my parents anticipated, I have grown to love deeply. I'm ready, I told Nora. I remember the promise I made her. That one, at last, I was ready to fulfill. So, this is a really good book, and I suggest you check it out, and have a great day. Bye.